September comes from the Latin root septem, meaning 7, because in the original Roman Republic calendar, September was the 7th month of the year rather than the 9th. Once January and February were added to the beginning of the year, sometime around 150 BC, September became its current number 9. However, it kept its same name perhaps because it was already circulated and in popular use. Originally, September had 29 days with Julian calendar reform of 45 BC. Another day was added and became 30 days in September. September is the first month of autumn or fall season. September is often associated with fire because it was the month of the Roman god Vulcan. More babies are born in early September because couples have an easier time conceiving around Christmas time. A recent study found that the winter season holds biological perks for pregnancy. The tendency to hook up during the holidays also likely explain the peak in wintertime conceptions. September is split into two zodiacs, Virgos and Libras. Virgos are practical and analytical people. They are highly observant. People use these skills to learn and gain more from their deep reflection. However, they also have softer qualities, such as being kind and thoughtful. Libras are well-balanced individuals. They thrive on making things orderly and aesthetically pleasing, and they can be equally as self-indulgent as they are generous. Those born in September can claim the beautiful sapphire as their birthstone. This is a stunning blue gem is ultimately a stone of wisdom with its bright celestial hues. It brings about the idea of royalty and divinity. Sapphires are associated with the most sacred of things as they are highly valuable and are thus referred to as the gem of gems. Even in ancient and medieval times, the sapphire gemstone was symbolic of celestial realm and good, strong faith. As such, people invoke it to bring good fortune, physical protection, and spiritual enlightenment. There are three traditional flowers of the month of September: aster flower, forget-me-not, and morning glory. But aster flower is the official flower for the month of September that comes in a variety of colors with different symbolisms. Purple aster symbolizes wisdom and royalty and are the most popular color. White and pink symbolizes purity and innocence and sensitivity and love, while red aster symbolizes underlying devotion. It is a unique flower that might look like a daisy, but it is a relative of the sunflower. In a Greek mythology, it's said that aster was created by the tears of the Greek goddess Astrea. One day, she was so upset by how few stars there were in the dark sky that she began to cry. As she wept, her tears fell to the ground and turned into star-shaped aster flower. Thus, the flower was named after her, with aster meaning star. Another interpretation is that asters were created when Virgo scattered stardust over the earth. Where the stardust settled, aster flowers bloom. The aster flower is also an emblem of Venus, the goddess of love. Mother Teresa died in Calcutta at age 87 after a life of good work spent aiding the sick and poor in India through her Missionaries of Charity Order. Mother Teresa was beatified in 2003, and Pope Francis declared her as a Blessed Teresa of Calcutta, a saint at the Vatican last September 4, 2016. The worst terrorist attack in U.S. history occurred as 4 large passenger jets were hijacked, then crashed at the World Trade Center, killing nearly 3,000 people. Penicillin was discovered by Alexander Fleming. Penicillin is a group of antibiotics derived originally from common molds, as Penicillium molds. Penicillin antibiotics were among the first medications to be effective against many bacterial infections. People began using it to treat infections in 1942. They are still widely used today, though many types of bacteria have developed resistance following extensive use. September allows people to shed their summer skin and maybe some summer sins and begin setting new goals for the few months of the year.